Welcome to trading. Today we're going to introduce you to a calculator and a bot that is proven to be really successful. Today I'm going to bring you on a journey on the calculator. This is a bot. And today we're going to trade. I'm going to show you how the calculator works and all that stuff. So today I started off with $100 and I set my risk tolerance. So I'm going to go over the calculator and what it is, right? So you got a standard, martingale, which is the one that you would do. This say 20% risk, so we're gonna take 1% risk per account. So you do that, and then the payout will be 92, right? So this is your capital, this is your risk, this is your reward when you win your trade, and this is the payout. Whatever the payout is in pocket option, you use that, right? And then these are your trade amount. So they give you six. You got six chances to blow your account right here. This one is more reserve in a sense where I have nine chances with this to lose, and I need this amount of money to do that. My trade allow is 12 to 3, right? And my reward gonna be, this is my next trade amount, and this is what my account gonna be after I finish, right? Okay. This logs the history and it consistently. The biggest thing I want to show you is the settings here when it give you a lockout settings, right? So the thing about trading is we fail to be disciplined in everything. We don't have a problem with trading. We all know how to trade. We've been there already. We do that. We make money. We lost money. But the discipline part of the trading is, when do we stop? When do we stop trading? When do we call it a day? And we tend to overtrade or trade more than we're supposed to. So my goal today is to make 10% of my amount, and my stop loss is 5%. I won't tell you why I do 10% and 5%. If I start off with $100, right? And I make $10. And I the next day I trade and have a bad day, right? And I decide, okay, I'm only gonna use 10%, 5% today, right? 5% of 110, that means I lose $5. I'm still in profit from my capital, right? Still in profit from my capital. And all I gotta do is make 10% of 105, right? And I'm still gonna be in profit. I'm not gonna finish the day bad or whatever. Right? As my account grows, percentage wise, it's gonna be the same, but the money wise is gonna be different. But you're still gonna have that little bit of loss, right? You see. So when you reach your goal, the calculator gonna knock you out. You're gonna kick you out for 3 hours. Whichever one of these come first, you're gonna kick you out for 3 hours, right? And then protect you, right? So that's where we at. So that's for the calculator. This is a brief explanation. Here comes the bot. This is a bot. It's a Telegram bot, right? And it gives you a signal every 4 to 5, around 10 minutes, right? And it gives you a signal, right? They're gonna tell you to call or put, right? Every hour, it give you how the hour went. So the last hour, you got 9 with no losses, right? The overall rate is 80% for the bot, 88%, right? So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do some trading. and less stocking for me. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna incorporate everything in trading, and I'm gonna use it and hope you learn. Hopefully, I can make that 10% today, and see. Hopefully, I don't get kicked out. So let's go. Waiting for the bot to get me a signal, and then we're gonna set up. So my next trading amount is 111, and this is a very reserve account. You know, you can start off with whatever you have, whatever capital you have. You can start off with $10, $5. I use $5 to get to $150. It takes over 30 days, but I use $5 to get to $150, and it's discipline. Now I trade as that dollar, 127, $1.27 trade, and I go back and forth. Right? I'm gonna show you how. Oh, we go. The scum traded me. That's stalking. And we're gonna show you how everything works. So I'm just waiting for a signal. Once we get the signal, we're just gonna go into everything and all that stuff. We're gonna be conservative, and we're gonna go on a journey. I see a 30-day journey, and we're gonna compound this over time. I may not trade every day. I may trade it, but over 30 days, we're gonna compound. And if you want that, you can go on Google and find a compound calculator. I'll show you. Compound calculator, right? The one I normally use is this one. And over 30 days, you put in your capital. Say right now we're gonna do $100. All right. Daily compound, not interest. We're gonna do daily compound, right? And we're gonna do $100. We're gonna wait for the box to show up. $100. Daily interest. See, daily rate. You say 10% daily. Um, 30 days. We're gonna do 30 days challenge. You can include all the week. So we're gonna say all weekdays, yes. None, and this is calculate. So at 30 days, you're supposed to be at 1744, right? This is it, right? Daily goal is today I'm supposed to make $10. Tomorrow I'm supposed to make $11. The next day 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, going up. By the end, this is how much I'm supposed to have. 1600. This is how much I'm supposed to earn. 1644.94. Right. In total, this is the amount of money I have. This is what my total account gonna look like over a period of time. So small growth in a month, you get an extra $1,700 a month, $2,000 a month in your account a month. We're good. So all right, we get a signal. All right, we at ADU Chef. ADU Chef. ADU Chef. It's at 79%, right? We're gonna go in the calculator. We're gonna put in 79%. Right? We're gonna generate new entry. So my new entry is 129. 29. And the bot said we're gonna sell at 12.12. Also, big thing you wanna do for the bot is set your UTC at -5. I'm gonna show you how to set it. So we're gonna sell at 12 and use this mode, flag mode. So get ready. Enter a little bit early. All right, so that's our first trade. What's our next trade amount? Set up for the trade. So if we lose that one, put a loss. The next trade amount is 235. Enter a little bit early. It's the next trade amount, and you can do pending trades. I don't know how to. I never really tried that, but you can do pending trades and set it up. for the next trade. So we just wait and just trade with me. You got 10 seconds left. This look like it's gonna be a win for the bot. So normally when you win for the bot, it tells you that you win, right? You give a love to the bot. So this is the last hour that was trade, right? This is what we just traded a while ago. Last hours. 9 win. This is the last hour. 9 wins, 0 losses, right? So now we get a win. We go to the calculator. We mark this as a win. Can trade with this amount. So you can do one of two things. You can go in and trade at this much, or you can just regenerate entry. So what I normally do is go 92, change back this to 92%, generate entry. This is 135. So your total is supposed to be this after you complete it. But to be safe, I normally just commit the phase and start all over again. Generate entry. Now my goal is 112. My account is 106. That's fine. See, line up with this 106.72. That's fine. And you want to preserve your capital as much as possible, and that's the rule of trading. Every single time, preserve your capital. Do not blow your account. You're gonna have bad days. You're gonna have good days. You're gonna preserve your account. So my next trade amount is 112. So I'm just preparing for the next signal, right? And then we wait. We just wait. And that's it. So the bot give you a pre-notion of all these. These are your next trade amount, right? Give you a pre so you can set up and ready for the next trade, right? Does the bot have losing streak? Yeah, let me show you something. The bot do have losing streak. I'm gonna go back to earlier today where the bot have a bad day. Because you're gonna see this when you get in there, and I don't wanna sell you false hope of hey, this is it. So this you got 5 wins, 4 losses, and you got 3 back-to-back losses in a row. So you don't want to. I don't want to. I'm not gonna give you something and not give you the full story or full everything about it. I'm like, hey, this is what it is. I'm not gonna say, hey, this is the best thing since whatever. Because if that was the case, everybody would be trading in it. The brokers will be broke and we'll be rich. But it's just a bad day, right? And you got these days. So with the calculator helps you to take the guess game out and protect your capital. That's what the calculator is for. The bot is just for you to not look at the charts and do that. But as a trader, you can use the signal from the calculator from the bot, right? And look at the chart. Because if the bot said sell and you see a downright upward trend sell or whatever, you don't have to take that trade. You do not have to take every single trade from the signal that the bot gives. You do not have to take that. So it's up to you. And you can have your sessions like say you need to make say for instance you need to make $50 a day. You can trade twice a day. You can trade in the morning, you can trade in the evening. Right? You don't have to trade all stuff. The bot do hourly. And you only get so much signal every hour. Sometimes you get more and sometimes you don't. Right? This one, 2, 3, 4, 5. It give you 9 signal this hour. So say you do dollar, you win that's $9. So you do $1 a trade, pretty much. $1, you win $1 every single trade. That's $9. That's in 1 hour you make $9 an hour. Think about working somewhere $9 an hour, right? And you may make more than that. Then later you come back, so you're trying to make $25, you make this. Alright, so new signal coming, USD chef. Right, USD chef is at 92%. This one said we're selling at 19. Supposed to show you how to get that. So we're selling. See, this is a whole downward trend right here. Look it up. Trying to get the line. See that line up there? That's a whole lot. It's a whole downward trend, right? So this would be a nice sell, somewhat, because it can just be okay. I'm just gonna go back up and test it out and come back. Because you break this here, you break it, you come back here, right? You come back here twice. Second time, third time, you break it. See what I'm saying? And it come back here again a bunch of times. So I would say just call it 2 times or 3 times, and it break it here too. So you know what I mean? So it said the boss said we're gonna sell at 19. Let's see. All right. We're gonna set up for our next trade. Forgot about that. So gonna put a L right there. 191. My next trade amount. All right. See. I'll show you how to get set up all this stuff and how to set up flag mode. I like flag mode because you can enter anytime. Sometimes you enter a little late, and you make it enter up here and get the pullback coming back down here, and you're gonna end when the candle end. So I like flag mode. Some people have two different charts, you know, and all that stuff. If you want to get free trial of the bot, go on TikTok live. There's gonna be a link in the bio. You gonna go on TikTok and you get to watch. You get to get a free trial, right? You're gonna get free trial. They go live and teach you how to use the bot in real time, how to use the calculator in real time for free trials. Awesome. All right, so to set up the UT time, right? You go here, go on time zone, and find UTC -5. That's what the bot is recording time from. Okay, that's it. It's important because you may get wrong results from what the bot get, right? And then for flag mode, it's 1 minute. Make sure it's 1 minute and look at the time when the expiration is. So my expiration from this candle is next candle is 22, right? 22 right there, 22 right here, 22 right here, right? Flag mode. So that's where we're getting at today. Alright, so I'm gonna stop talking, just wait on signal and enjoy the background music. Yeah, just waiting on a new just waiting on a new signal. And then I'm gonna make this in a series in a sense from $100. See how where we can make it. And also, one thing I should point out is before you sit down and trade, right? Do not trade when you're hungry, when you're upset, when you're too happy. It's trading is like normal mellow, right? That's one of the rules. Next rule, have a plan. So when you sit down to trade, have a plan. So your rules that you set. So my rules is to make 10% a day, right? Profit or at a loss of 5%. That's a rule. Stick to those rules. Consistently stick to those rules. Sometimes you make it 10% so fast, or you lost your 5% so fast that you want to make more, or you want to make it back. Those are the things that decide if you keep your capital or not, right? When you about to trade, have a plan after you trade. So find something that you say you're gonna do. Clean the house, go out, have fun, whatever. Just go to sleep, go read a book or something. That will help you take your mind off trading. Okay, new, finish, continue. Um, USD Pakistani. We have 75%. Alright, so we're going to calculator again. 75%. Generate entry, so we're at 139 now. Alright, and then they say we're gonna sell at 25. No, they say we're gonna buy at 25. So another thing, you're gonna come and touch here. Supposed to come in, touch here, and go back up. We all are a trader. Alright, what's our next entry? 259. I know one thing I can say is sometime when you get the three entries here, you see a different total. I normally press loss to get the true entry because of that. Because the numbers from what you see gonna 9 times gonna be smaller than what you there, right? So it did say buy. Did I buy? Yes. And one thing, I'm not scared to show you my stuff I trade this morning. So this is what I trade this morning, and this is real because you don't see that in not so real account demo. So oh, I don't like that entry. My entry is way up here. I do not like that entry. So some of the times that happen. 470. So I can lose and the bot can win because of my entry. See where I'm at? Up here. So the bot can win and I lose. So it happens sometimes. Yes, 2 days ago I made an entry for $80, and because my entry was way up here, at least it was a sell, was so far, I lost. The bot won, I lost. So this can be a win for the bot, and I lost. So this is gonna be your third try. The bot give you three opportunities to to win. Right? You see, it's like a delay for me. So here's what I am gonna do. If this is a loss, right, 470. What I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna make a fourth trade right here. I'm gonna start over because my stop loss said I'm gonna lose $5. It's gonna lock me out. Or I can do, let's see. So what happened is it broke here, and it about to break here. So you're gonna come down here. So that's a loss for the bot. You're gonna come up and see result loss for the bot. Coming right there, that's a loss. So it's one thing, two things can happen. I can say loss, right, and stop here, or I can go back. So I'm gonna show you how good the calculator is, right? I'm gonna change my lockout mechanism so I don't get locked out, and I'm gonna show you how good the calculator is generate. So this was if I put it back at 75, right? It said I need my next trade amount will be 822, right? I'm gonna put it at 92. I'm gonna say my next trade amount is 670. So that's how much I need, 670 at 92. I'm gonna show you how good the calculator is. And even if I did go back and trade again, because I was tempted to go up to trade again, I would have lost. So I'm gonna show you how powerful the calculator is just by doing that. From my normal trading settings, I would have stopped here and start over again. So I'm gonna go back to settings and turn this off, the stop loss off. Turn the stop loss off. You can turn it off. Don't do that. I'm doing it for the video. I'm just doing this for the video because normal trading, I would have start from scratch. I would have just commit my entry and start over. I would get like $1 trade and start over it. But because for the video purposes, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna show you how good is it bad. But this is the first video I'm putting out, so I want you to know how good the bot is. Alright. I'm back. So we at, hold on. What's the new signal? Use. Right, it's at 57%. Right. I'm gonna show you something also with the bot. Change this to 57%. Right? Generate. You don't have to check. You don't have to say that's 1081. Right? 1081. This is just for video purposes. Do not do this. You're trading at 32. We're selling at 32. Right? Let's see how good we're gonna do. Sell at 32. There we go. Let's see. You want a good entry? Alright. Now we go back to the bot. The thing is, we're gonna put loss right here. That's 2010. 2010. Nope. See? Make sure you have turned this on too. You see I mistakenly do that? Clear that. 2010. Right. So it happens sometimes. We're working on a calculator. See, we're gonna recover. Use a calculator, recover. I don't have to question. Sometimes we just do martingale, regular martingale, and do that. And we may end up losing. We may end up winning. Same with the calculator. We may end up losing, but the risk is lower when you use a calculator than martingale. We win. So see back, I started at 105, I'm back at 105, and I win with 57%. Win for the bot. That's a good day. Give the bot some love, and we're breezy. So now I'm gonna mark this as a win. Now my next trade amount is, I'm gonna assume the next signal gonna be at 92%. So I'm gonna generate that. So it tells me I need 399 remaining to make my total amount. What you can do also is you can clear right here, right at win, and say start over back at 1. or you can go back. So I'm going to generate new entry. My next entry is 337. If it was at 57, I need to use 5. I'm going to show you again. 57%, generate entry. My next entry will be 544. So now we're going to go on 92, generate entry. And my next trade amount is 337. You see what happened? See what happened is we lost 1, 2, 3 in a row. If you add these up, right? 4, 6, 7, 8. We lost $8, right? We gained back 6. So we short $2. Short couple, just over $2. Just say 250. We short 250. See? That's the strength of the calculator. But sometimes we take risks. But we're going there. So our goal is to protect our capital. Protect our capital. As I said, I was just showing you how the calculator works and how everything works. Because whatever percentage the bots send out, you can use that to your advantage. Just change the percentage, generate entries, and that's it. And you have that. So yeah, and I think you will like it. As I said, if you want a free trial, go to the link in the bio on TikTok, and you will get free trial. They will go live. I think the day I'm recording is the same day. Today's Wednesday, May 20. They will go live. And there's different people going live, different team members going live, and they go live. I'm not gonna try to tell you it's the best thing to cipher. This is just a way how to protect your capital, how to help it grows. These go hand in hand. If you buy the bot, you get the calculator for free. You can buy the calculator and say, okay, all that stuff. And you can use a bot and your own strategy together and come up with something. The bot give you something and you use your own confirmation and combine it together. And you have a masterclass. You know, then one thing I should tell you about the calculator, one should tell you about the bot. You can use both of these on the go. Calculator work on your phone. Download Telegram on your phone, and you get Signal on your phone. The bad part about that is when you're bored, you normally go on your phone and do things, scroll through the internet. You don't want to be bored and start trading just because. Okay? Let's see if we get another signal. You do not want to just bored scrolling on your phone. So, when you trade, I know I keep saying this over and over. When you trade, have a plan. Always have a plan when you trade. Next signal is ADU Chef. ADU Chef, 92%. Alright. Our new total, our new 337, new trader money is 337. And we're gonna buy at 39. Here, when this reach 39, we're gonna buy this. So it's 12.39, we're gonna buy. In pending trade, you can set it up like that. Okay, we are ADU Chef. Watch the payout, this percent, you set it up. Time frame 1 minute. Trading amount, this much, you set it up. So that's when these number matters. Or you can just press a loss, these matter just in case. That's when these number matters. I set up. You can do other one. Okay? Alright, just to recap, we're gonna buy 39. I'm gonna give you an hour video. I don't know if you're gonna get the full hour when they post it, but we have 35 minutes. I'm gonna give you an hour video. Right, next trade amount, get that up. Right, so if we lose this, we at 598. $598. Win! There we go. And we up. So we made out all our money. So with the calculator, it I lost $8. All of these, right? You remember our account went down to $88 when we made this, right? And we back up on it again. So we're still up. So we're gonna mark that as a win on the calculator. Win? Alright, so we win, right? Mathematically valid, but broker's minimum prevents execution. So here we go. We're not gonna go for this one. We're gonna commit and start again. Generate. So we at 114. So you as you can see, as we go up, start trading, right? 112. Now we're gonna be at 114, right? Now we give the bot a little love for that win. Then we good. We here. I always do all that stuff. I was talking about the rules of trading, right? Is you want to go in there with a plan, total plan, and like everybody do trading for a different reason, and the reason is a way out, and is a way out. Also, I want to tell you, whatever money you put in trading, make sure you're willing to lose that money. Do not use your rent money, your light bill, your water bill, your cable bill, your internet bill, anything for your kids, because that become you gambling your happiness, freedom. Because you're gonna, if you lose that money, you're gonna worse than where you at. You can save up $10, $20 every year until you reach the amount of capital you want, and you build it from there. Compound over time. As I show you, you can compound over time. 10%. It can be whatever percent. 30 days. Imagine you use 30 days and with your paycheck, you have a paycheck, right? And you're able to sit down extra hour a day and make 10% of money. And then in 30 days, this is the amount of money you able to use. Over time, you can do better than that. So now you make 10%. Like, okay, let's move it up to 15%. You're gonna spend an hour and a half sitting down and then you get better at trading, and your time become even less. So instead of hour and a half, say you give yourself 3 months, you sit down extra 30 minutes every time, and over time you get better at trading. You understand and read the charts and everything with the bots and everything. Now you have a system where you spend less time on the chart and you make more out there, but we're just slowly and surely becoming more. You don't want to. You can't just automatically just get rich. Some people get lucky, some people don't. I'm not one of those people who get lucky, but you start off with a basis, right? And you use this as a baseline, and you compound over time. You can say every week I'm going to draw $50, or every time I make my profit, I pull it out and do it if whatever you want. Once you get all of that stuff, you get that money, you can put it up in a higher saving account. Like invest it in something in stock market ETF. Just know if you need financial advice, check the link in the bio for the page over there. Anything you need, any other this project you need, check the link in the bio, and it will send you to whatever the bot, the calculator, the live, and everything. It will send you there. USD Chef 46. Kind of maybe missed that one. Alright, USD Chef is at 90%. Let's get ready fast. Generate. Alright, 90%. We're gonna sell at 16. 116. Let's go to 91%. Sometimes I always change it no matter what. 115. Sell. Did say sell, right? Yeah. Alright. Ooh, he went up. Alright, so I'm gonna put an L right there. I'm at 197. Alright. Just in case. But yeah. Just know like this is a way to build. And for all you guys, I'm gonna make this as a series to say, hey, you saw me start off with this. I actually start off with $100, and I was gonna use a promo code, and I didn't use the promo code. I want to be a true $100. I did trade this morning to get to 105, but because of the video, I'm gonna trade to get to maybe 115, 120. See how the market goes. See how everything goes. Right. Let's go for the second entry. Okay, alright, next entry. So L right there, 330. Also, when you're trading, make sure you set the trade limit. Always keep it on. Because I remember I accidentally pressed something. It's supposed to be like $3.32, and I put $33. I win that trade, and I make my profits faster. That daily goal profit that I want to make faster, but it happens. It could have go the wrong way, and I would be pissed. So, like when you're trading, just take as much precaution as possible to protect. As I said, it's all about protecting your capital. This could be your asset or whatever. Just protecting it. All right. So we got the third one. This one. The bot. Still, they say sell. Sometimes I check just to make sure it said I'm supposed to do what it said, is like sell or buy or whatever. Right, so always that. So this one is going up. It's supposed to retract here because it touched here. But hey, market does what it wanna do. Alright? So So as you can see, we have two. The bot give us three chances. One is the first one, second one, and then this is the third one. It gave us three chances. So we're not really doing bad. We're not doing bad. May happen. I love for this to just pull back some more. It didn't, and that's a loss. Still give the bot some love. Sometimes, or not. Okay, so that's a loss. The bot automatic see come down. See, this is it. And sometimes, honestly, I would take this trade just because I feel like it will come down, and I feel like I would win. But I'm gonna be trading from the bot, so I'm doing every signal from the bot. So it's just a loss. So the next amount is 538. Is it at 92%? That's 92. For change it at 92%, 532. And that would have been a loss for me. Depends on my entry. So, yeah. But always trade with a plan, guys. As I said, always trade with a plan. Whatever. Always trade with a plan. Always trade with a plan. No matter what. You come, you can write it down every single day. Have it beside you when you trade. Look, read it, memorize it, understand it, visualize it, plan. Always. Okay, waiting on our next signal. Next signal coming USD PK. At 92%. They say we're gonna sell at 52. Right here, 51. We're gonna sell at 52. As I said, stuff that I'm doing, I'm just showing you how powerful the calculator is and how the bot is. Because normally, as I said, my personal goal is to, whenever I hit the bot loss, I lost and I will start over again. Start over again. So this amount, my first amount will be like $1 something, like 109 or something like that. So yeah, normally I'll start over. But I'm just showing you how you can go about doing and using these items effectively. $8.32. But one thing I'm not gonna do is, even though I'm showing how to use the makeup effective, I'm not gonna intentionally blow my account. So if you go to a certain amount, I'm gonna come back and start over again. It's okay. It happened. It happens. But I'm just showing you how the product works. When you go on live, there's different people on live. You got like four different other people. They use the calculator in different ways. So you're gonna see different version of how we use the calculator from different people, different perspective, different minds, and all that stuff. So this is just one way you can use it, and then we'll show you how another way from as the series go on and me getting the series going. That's a win. You're gonna see how how I'm gonna use the calculator in different ways. I'm just checking which one win. So my next trade amount is 256. Right. There are different ways we're gonna use the calculator, how we can use the calculator. And as time go by, I will show you the different ways I'm using it. And I'm creating this series for you guys to see, hey, I'm gonna take $100 and bring it as far as possible I can do. I may not trade every day. I may not give you every day. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna be is transparent. What I will show you is this is my real account, real demo, real account. Do this. Show you something. Demo. I'm gonna show you something. I'm just gonna use demo and do something really fast. I'm gonna show you something. You only get that on demo. One thing I should tell you though, sometimes demo and real account have the same signal. So if you will go on this chart and look, you will see this exactly same push up. FYI. I did it once, I did it before. Because I was practicing. I'm showing you something that other people won't show you. So when you go on demo and you win, this is what you see. See what you see? See the difference? You don't see how many pips you win, like the chart. Real account show you. Real account show you this. On demo, they take you don't see this. You only see these things and that. So that's the difference. Gonna be real. So yeah, done talking now. Also, if you want to be a part of the VIP in the Telegram group, there's a link in the comment, link in the bio. Check it out. If you want a bot, link in the bio. If you want a calculator, link in the bio. If you need assistance and you need anything, link in the bio. If you need to watch live, get a free trial live on TikTok, link in the bio. Make sure you share all the videos, comment, subscribe, and also I want you to take a step over to Basic Finance with Becky and try it and look at what she posts. Just check it out. Just check it out for a minute. You'll be so we new signal coming. 53%. So we had a 53% one, right? And this say we're gonna buy. Oh, let's go 53%. Our number is gonna go up from $2 to like $5. 445. And we're gonna buy at 59. Alright, so here we go. Bring this up to you. I'm gonna buy at 59. So I said the team we trade. We're a trader like you guys. We're trying to build something. We're a trader like you guys. We're not some person like trying to sell you something to like, hey, trade it me and you make this much money in a day or trade it with no. We're normal people, have a regular 9 to 5, just trying to make it out. Regular people just trying to make it out. It's like you. And we're just trying to capture our journey and show it to you like, hey, the struggle is real. We got real people out here trying to make it too. Right? Real people, real struggle. That's what we're trying to do. Transparent. The guy's gonna be transparent as possible, and they're gonna show you. They're gonna show you their progress, and they're gonna show you this real account. They're gonna show you everything, just like I'm doing. It's no shame to our game. We're just trying to make it out and like everybody else. Trying to make it like everybody else. It's a loss. This one is a rough one. So we are 23. Oh, I didn't get that one. 23, 47. 47. Just trying to just make it out like everybody else. And trading is something that I will pick up almost 2 years now, and I learn a lot. And trading teach you a lot about yourself. Teach you patience. Teach you how egotistic you are. It teach you how impatient you are, and how revengeful you are. It teach you a lot about your emotion. You know, that's just trading teach. And if you ask any other trader, they can tell you a lot. They say they learn a lot about themselves and all that stuff. This look like it's a win. It's a win. Be positive. You notice that I'm trading the entire time and I'm not like nervous or anything. 1051, that's the win. I'm not nervous or anything. It's just calm. So we're supposed to win 3 out of 12 to complete this to get me to 109. So I still got one more thing to do, 356, to complete the task at hand. So the total amount is not 356. I'm gonna put that back to 92, and I'm gonna generate it, and it's at 205. And you will wonder, you ask, why do I change the amount, right? Because this was at 356. It was 105. The difference in the dollar amount make a difference. Because instead of me losing $3, I'm gonna lose $2 so that I had a dollar left to do something. I can trade with a dollar. And that's the difference. That's the difference. And a lot of people may not think, oh, it's just that. But dollar or something to other persons is a lot of money. You know, I don't always just that or always just this. No. Any amount of money is very impactful for somebody, and it means a lot to people. Also, I'm gonna show you something too, that this is my real account. So I'm come from here, not here, trading mode. I'm gonna put there, and you only can do this on a real account. So I'm being totally transparent with you guys, still honest. Said I'm trading from real account, real money, real everything. You can see there's no fake it till I make it kind of. When they manipulate the thing and make it look like a real account. Nah, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. So sometimes the bot come in at, this is 4 minutes apart from the bot tell you win. Here it's 4 minutes apart. Sometimes it's shorter. So yeah. See, so I had a losing trade. I have a losing by 3 losses in a row, and this one come for the win. sometimes you're gonna get like bad. Like as I said, the one that I showed you earlier, you got 3 losses in a row. You as a person get that with a calculator. You could be like, okay, I'm about to get 3 losses in a row. Oh no, I'm not doing this. You can just start over. You can be like, okay, this is not safe. This is not good. I'm gonna be done. And this is where the calculator in ADU Chef. Also, sometimes you can get click on the wrong pair. ADU Chef. We're gonna sell at 306, 1306. I remember I was trading the wrong pair, and I'm like, how do I win? And they didn't win, and I realized I was on the wrong pair. Sometimes you lost, and they would have like, how this happened, you know? So it is what it is. It is what it is. And sometimes you just have a bad day, and the bot have a bad day in the market too. So it's not the bot alone. The bot go through things that we go through. It's like a human, but it's not human. And one of the person on our team name is Human. I think sell at 6. One of the person on our team name is Human. He's he's one of the co-founder of the bot. Also, another word of advice is when you're trading, do not do anything else than trading. Pay attention. You're making listen to some music. Don't be watching no movie. Don't be like trying to like do homework or something or trying to focus. Don't do none of those. It's not the best. Right, so 206 we're selling, right? So you see it breaks here and it closed down there. So let's see. As I said, I'm doing whatever the boss said I'm supposed to do. So if this loss, we have 428. That's my next trading loss. So I always be prepared for the next one. So I'm doing everything the boss, because sometimes people will say, okay, it's gonna come back up because this is the long candle. And like you look across here, a long candle here becomes red. Long candle here is become red, green, I should say. Long candle there. So you can look at the market, and then you can say like, if you go back on previous stuff, you may have to see, hey, it it didn't go up. So you just just whatever it is, and you be like, okay, a break, a close below. It's a two touch. This is from third touch. It closed below. So it's not like it touch here and then it close. It touch here and close, touch here and close and close above. So yeah, and we won that one. So now we won it at 2 win. So now see what the calculator does? It close out. I can't generate no more entry, and I'm done right here. So I win 3 trades out of 12. Right. So now I'm gonna commit and now start all over again. We at 1. So that's the power of the calculator and the power of the bot giving you some good signal. Send some love to the bot. Give you some good signal. See, to a good trade. Like we got this battle run right here, this battle run right here, and we recovered. We went back to back. Battle run right here, right here. We come right. We went back to back. This is what it is. So I'm on my verge to make my 10% of the day from $100. But I'm gonna say I'm gonna make 10% of 105. 10% of I'm gonna make extra today, or the bot gonna give a hour update in a few. Should give an hour update in a few. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 10% of 105 instead of 10% of 100. So, because technically you only see me make 5%, right? So I'm only gonna do a few more trades, and if this gonna be the end, if this gonna be the end, it's gonna be the end. So I'm gonna do a couple more trades and then get this to 110 at least. All right, I'm gonna get it to this much, this amount, 111.31, and then we done for the day. That means if you look at the compound calculator, I'm supposed to be day one. I'm supposed to be $110. So I'm gonna make a little bit more, and then day two I'm supposed to be $121. So tomorrow I'm supposed to make $11. So I'm gonna give you one more trade. This should be able to take me over. Two more at least. Take me over to the mark. So my next trade amount I'm gonna set up is 115. The reason why I always set up is because my last trade amount can be a high number, and I do not want the high number to me to trade about, and I start off say a loss. I'm not trying to be negative, but I start off with a loss. I don't want that because then the mindset messed up. So I try to prepare for the next trade all the time. But sometimes you just sit there waiting. USD Chef, see what I mean? Normally I have the signal on my phone. So this is 88%. Go change that on the thingy. Generate entries. USD Chef. I always double check this versus this to make sure I'm on the right pair. So we're gonna buy at 12. So 88%. Check my entry. Check my starting balance is 120. Alright, so we're gonna buy after this candle close. So that's how I mentally double check to make sure I'm doing it. Do I still get it wrong? Yes. Because I don't do it. But I try to do it as often as possible. I have something else to explain after this, after I put in the trade. Ooh, that's a good entry. In a sense, we're entry below. But one thing I have to say is I lost my train of thought. But so the reason why I go in and change the percentage in here is because if it was 92%, right, it's gonna give you a different payout. So whatever the payout is, it's gonna give you like it was 92% payout. So you're still gonna get the same amount. So my payout is 106. If I have, I'm gonna show you after this. If I had 92%, shit, it went up to 92%. By the way, generate 115. So this was 120, right? That's a win. But it changed. Oh, I'm going back to 88%. Whatever I get it at, 88%. 88%. Generate entry. Win on this one. Now I'm going to change it to 92%. Because I win. Generate entry. So now I can't trade these. I got to trade 1 for the 1 to get my total to this much money. So I want to take one more trade and then be done. One more trade, one more win, and I'll be done. One more trade and I'll be done. So as I said, guys, if you need any of the products that I show y'all today, the bot, and look in the description, the calculator description. You want a free trial of the bot. Watch her live on TikTok, and the link in the bio. All the links in the bio. All the links in the bio. Every single link in the bio. Every single. Want to get access to the Telegram group? Link in the bio. And then when you're watching live, DM them in the live. Ask them question on the live. They will answer as there as you can, and then all of us will be on the live and we'll be answering questions from the live also. So you get a lot of responsive. The team is really responsive. You got people on different time zones, so even wherever you are, there's somebody gonna always try to answer your question as soon as possible. You know, yeah. So we give the bot some love. Don't forget to give the bot some love. A lot of people don't give the bot love. And the thing is, everything is new for us. The bot is new. The calculator is new. Everything is new. They just came out 2 weeks ago. I'll say 2 weeks ago. May 16th. I was one of the first people to get the bot. I knew it was coming. I knew it was booming. I knew about the calculator. I was one of the first people to get it, and I was one of the first people to try it out. And I was one of the first people to show them success with the bot. I made the weekend coming up. I made $50 the first day that I used the bot. Second day I used the bot. I made $50. The calculator. The first time I used the calculator as a test trial, I made $32. So I'm like, yeah. And these people that I know, so I talk to them every day and all that stuff. So we put in a lot of work. I'm not taking credit for any of the work that Human and from Bottom to the Trade does. They did all the groundwork. They did all the action. I'm here to testify that a system is work and these stuff works because they work for me. To make it officially and efficiently work, you have to be disciplined. You have to be totally disciplined in everything you do. Yeah, these are the tools, but if you don't use the tool to your benefit, it's gonna be a detriment to you. Detriment to you. And I can tell you, you can have a wrong entry. Your entry can be so off because when the candles push up and your entry is so off, the bot can win and you lost. And sometimes the bot lost and you win. So it's just a cruel world out there, guys. Cruel world out there. That's all I gotta say. But all I want to do is to be consistent, and anything you want to take away from this, to be consistent, be patient. You know, because if you only make certain amount of money each time, right? You're not gonna get rich by doing just making that little bit of money. But if you save some of your money, over time you can get to 10K, right? You get to 10K and you get to 10K. You can't save yourself to riches, but you can properly invest your money. You trading money. Like you don't do all this stuff, all run. You grow, you compound your money over and over again. Compound interest is the key here. Compound your little account. Compound interest. Compound interest. Compound over time. If you talk to people in finance, I guarantee you they're gonna tell you compound interest is your best friend. We're selling at 19. Compound interest is your best friend. And the compound interest is your best friend. See, I made $10 today. Somebody may say, "Oh, it's just $10," but that's $10 that I didn't have in my pocket. Tomorrow, I'm gonna try and make it $11 because that's $11 that I didn't have in my pocket the next day and the next day. You know. But let's see how it goes. We're gonna sell after this. That's a good entry. You know, so that's how I look at things. I look at things on positive side of okay, positive side of the chain, right? Positive side of the chain. And I'm like, okay, what next? What can we do next? What can I do to be better? You gotta find things for you to get better. Find things you can do as a person. You don't have to be trading. You can make content. You can do Uber side hustle if you got a time. If you're good with your hands, you can go mow people lawn. You can help them fix things and all that stuff. So many things we can do out there to achieve different goals. And that's the win, guys. And that's it for the video today. I made over my 10% today, and that's it for the video. All I say is like, share, and comment. And if you need any of these products, link in the bio. See you next time. And don't be afraid to comment and ask questions in there. See you. I'm out. So, before I go, here is it. I'm going to show you something that people don't show you. Profile. So this is today. This is what I did today. This is today. I'm on a different time zone, so you're only gonna see this. But I did start off with this much. This is it today. See today. This is it. So see you next time, guys. And I have a 58% win rate. Trading turnover 74, and I did 26 trade. Did more than that, but it's alright. So see you next time, and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with this much. Start off with this again. Come on.